What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, May 13th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 6-game slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. Now, I know you guys don't like it when I come out here and just give you the stud pick at pitcher. It's like, obviously, the highest priced pitcher on the slate is probably going to be the best. Although that's not always the case, and you'll notice I don't always give you the highest salary pitcher. But in this case, I do think he's worth paying up for here tonight. So I like Zach Gallen. And he's got a nice pitching advantage here, a beautiful pitching advantage here over the San Francisco Giants. So Zach Gallen only giving up a .405 OPS versus lefties, facing 5 lefties here tonight. And the Giants have only hit 11 of his last 53 pitches. That's a .208 batting average. So Zach Gallen has averaged 44 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 2.36. Record is 5-1, pitching an average of 93 pitches per game. So I like Zach Gallen here versus the San Francisco Giants. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. Now, you guys are probably going to thumbs down this video, but I am going to give you another stud pick. And the rest of these plays will be value plays or close to it. So I like Bryce Harper. He's got a 96% batting advantage here over a low salary pitcher, Ryan Feltner. Bryce Harper batting 38% better versus righty pitchers, 83% better. Wow, he is crushing it versus righties this season and just can't hit a ball versus lefties. So he's batting a 1.212 OPS versus righty pitchers. And then Ryan Feltner, he's pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, 12% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .794 OPS versus lefties. So Bryce Harper is 2 for 4 here versus Feltner with a 1.6 OPS, got a single and a triple. And he's $4,100 FanDuel salary, $1,600 more on DraftKings, averaging 13 fantasy points per game on the season. And he has a batting average of .344, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. And the other reason I like this pick is Vegas thinks there's going to be 11.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So you got to figure, what are the odds that Bryce Harper doesn't get a piece of that? So I like Bryce Harper here versus Ryan Feltner. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. This is another somewhat high salary play here. Okay, the rest of these are going to be value plays. So I like Mookie Betts. He's got a 50% batting advantage over Joe Musgrove. Mookie Betts batting 2% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .803 OPS versus righties. Joe Musgrove pitching his worst ball by far to righty batters, 47% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.255 OPS versus righties. Now, Mookie Betts already 5 for 14 here versus Musgrove. That's That's a 357 batting average and a 971 OPS. So he is $3,500 FanDuel salary, $1,900 more on DraftKings, averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season. And Mookie Betts has a batting average of 248, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like Mookie Betts here versus Joe Musgrove. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. Okay, here's somewhat of a value play here. I like Manny Machado with a 63% batting advantage over Julio Urias. So Manny Machado batting 44% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.002 OPS versus lefties. Julio Urias giving up a .753 OPS versus righty batters. But what I like about this pick, or what I love about this pick, is Manny Machado is 12 for 28 here versus Urias. That's a .429 batting average, a 1.360 OPS. Because take a look at this. He's got 4 home runs, a double, and 7 singles. So 4 home runs out of 12 at-bats. That is fantastic. And he's only $3,000 FanDuel salary, so I absolutely love that FanDuel price. $2,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of 243, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games. So I like Manny Machado here versus Julio Urias.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, who do we have at the shortstop position? I like Willie Adames with a 33% batting advantage over the low-salary pitcher Zach Greinke. Willie Adames batting 34% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .813 OPS versus righties. Zach Greinke giving up a .757 OPS versus righties. So Willie Adames is 0 for 3 here versus Greinke. And he's $3,000 FanDuel salary, $1,300 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. Scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games. 3 of those were over 12. A 12, 26, and a 35. So 3 out of those 4 games, pretty big games. He's got a batting average of 225. But I like Willie Adames here versus Zach Greinke. Okay, let's take a look at the outfield position. So who do we have here? You can also play Bryce Harper. Yeah, so he's outfield center, first base on FanDuel. We got Mookie Betts. Here's a value play. I like Kyle Tucker. He's got a 23% batting advantage over Dylan Cease. Kyle Tucker batting 12% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .822 OPS versus righties. Dylan Cease pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a .847 OPS versus lefties. Now, Kyle Tucker is 3 for 7 here versus Cease. That's a .429 batting average and a 1.071 OPS. So he's had some success here versus Dylan Cease. He's $3,000 FanDuel salary, $2,200 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of 263. So I like Kyle Tucker here versus Dylan Cease.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups
using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.